Is there any point in the One Piece story that got you thinking to drop the series? So I've been reading One Piece ever since fairly early-ish in the Enies Lobby arc, and I have to say that by and large, this series has kept me 100% captivated from that time right up until where we are today. I've definitely never considered dropping the series, which I think is actually insane, because I've dropped most long-running series after a while. But I will admit that there have definitely been moments where I have considered taking a break from One Piece and letting chapters pile up to read in bulk. One of those points was during Thriller Bark, which I think was a really difficult arc to read weekly because we were coming off this high of Enies Lobby, and all of the really great stuff in Thriller Bark was heavily weighted at the tail end of it. So it was a tricky year or so to get through reading weekly for me, but I still kept up with it anyway. The only other point I've seriously considered taking a break was during Dressrosa. In fact, there was one chapter in particular that almost broke me, and it was the one that featured Rebecca, Bartolomeo, and Robin flying on the Tontada whatevers. And by this stage, Dressrosa had just gone on for so damn long with no end in sight. And you know what? I don't even remember what else happened during this chapter, but it just felt incredibly weak. Like the weakest One Piece chapter I've ever read in my entire fan lifetime. And I just felt so dejected, like screw Dressrosa, I should just wait until this is over and catch up. But once again, that was a fleeting feeling, and I was straight back to reading it the next week. Luckily, the chapters were all pretty solid after that though, but it was a true slog to finish that arc. 2 years of my life spent reading Dressrosa weekly. 2 whole years. And to put that into some perspective, in that time I both started dating and asked my now wife to marry me, all during the events of Dressrosa.